Boxes A and B contained 150 marbles altogether. When 1/3 of the marbles in box A were transferred to box B and 12 marbles were taken out from box B, there were twice as many marbles in box B than in box A. And we're asked how many marbles were there in box B at the beginning. Again, quite a complicated problem. There seems to be a lot going on, and hopefully we'll be able to clarify that with a model. We'll make it clear to see what's going on and what calculations we have to do. So we've got a box A and we've got a box B. And together they contained 150 marbles. Okay, I'll leave that for the moment. When 1/3 of the marbles in box A, right, now that tells me that I'm going to draw a model for A, okay, and let's say that's going to be 1/3, and that's going to be 1/3. All right, and I'm going to divide the bar that represents A into 3 equal parts, all right, to represent these are thirds. And it says that when 1/3 of the marbles in A were transferred to box B and 12 marbles were taken out from box B, there were twice as many marbles in box B than in box A. Okay, so 1/3 of the marbles were taken out. So this is what's going to be taken out from A and transferred to B. Okay, so, and then when that happens, so now we are asked about what's happening at the beginning. So we've got, actually I'll use a different, so that's at the start and this is at the end, okay? And what happens, these are given to box B. And when that happens, as well as 12 marbles being taken out, there'll be twice as many marbles in box B than box A, right? Let's just deal with that bit first. What's twice as many? What's going to be twice as many? Well, in the end, there's that many in A. Okay, that's these 2 equal sized parts. That means there must be 2 more equal sized parts. Okay. And this is where the marbles from A went. Okay, so this is what B has in the end. Plus, now remember it said when 1/3 of the marbles from A were transferred to B and 12 marbles were taken out. Okay, so, and you could represent this in a variety of ways. So one way that you might have seen in the answer booklet, they sort of added a little section on here that had the 12, okay, and because we're ignoring those have been taken out. But you also you could have added them onto here, or you could have added plus 12. That's what was there in the beginning, because we note that we need to be able to identify what was in box B at the beginning. That was also there at the start. Okay, so you need to find some way that you are going to make a note of this additional 12 marbles that were there at the start. Okay, so what can we figure out now? Well, it says that boxes A and B contained 150 marbles altogether. Okay, so let's have a look. So this whole model represents 150 marbles. Okay, let's see, what about these equal parts here? Because normally we like to count up how many equal parts and we divide our altogether number by the number of equal parts. But what we also have to remember that this 150 includes this 12. Okay, so we need to take 12 away from 150. And that will leave us with 138. And 138 is the total amount represented by these equal parts. One, and how many equal parts are there? Remember, this one has moved here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 equal parts. So if we divide 138, we divide that by 6, we are going to get 23. So each of these represents 23 marbles. Okay, so we are asked, how many marbles were there in box B at the beginning? Okay, now what I should have done is, actually, I'm going to, just so that we don't get in a muddle, I'm going to erase those from there, and I'm going to draw a line to represent what was there at the beginning. Well, this came from box A, didn't it? That wasn't there at the beginning. Okay. So at the beginning, box B had all of these plus this 12, remember? Okay. They were there at the beginning, although they were taken out afterwards. But the beginning amount includes that. All right. So what do we have? We've got 23 times 3 plus 12. So what's 23 times 3? That equals 69. And then we need 69. We need to add 12, and that is going to give us 81. Okay, and that is our final answer, 81 marbles in box B at the beginning.